Speaking of MLSE, they, I guess, had a big announcement. Well, I know they did down at BMO Field. They're partnering up with the Buffalo Bills to.
This is just after we talked about would it be we talked about the amount of Leaf or Toronto people that would have been at that game because everyone was accusing them of being Toronto people leaving early.
Yes. Well, I understand it for the Bills. Yeah. I totally get it for the Bills.
I find this weird. I got to be honest. I find this weird. This partnership.
I don't get what like MLSE. What are they getting out of this? They're not getting an ownership in the team.
They're not getting games.
They're not getting games. Now, maybe that's a part of the future. I don't know. They're trying. They're
not
setting
doing that again with a new stadium. What are you talking about? They're not coming back down here.
Well, then what is MLSE getting in this?
I don't know.
Like, what are they? I get that McGrady and Vince and Josie Altidore. Now they're part owners of the Bills, or they're involved in ownership, and they have a connection up here. Obviously, this is Pelly, something I'm sure he's worked on, Keith Pelly, pretty quickly since he got there.
Isn't there probably a bigger thing at play here? Like you want to expand, a bunch of the fan base is up here, and maybe it's untapped. And it's like, we've got an opportunity. We know a bunch of fans drive down there. Like, let's find a way. Like, it might be 5 years down the road that we finally go, oh, that's why they did that. But to me, it reeks of something bigger around the corner.
Well, they're not doing anything without money.
Exactly.
And dollar signs. And that's why I find it somewhat off-putting. Bygones are bygones with Vince and McGrady now. It's been a long time. But now they want the Toronto market because they want to make money off the Toronto market. Meanwhile, they could have played for the Toronto market. They couldn't wait to leave the Toronto market. Still, as a sour point for me, that T-Mac and Vince.
So it's ironic they want to come back.
Tracy McGrady couldn't wait to get out of here. And now he's like, I love Toronto, man. Why? Because he's going to make money off it. The same thing with Vince. But, again, I get it for the Bills because they're looking at this. I think this says the NFL's not coming to Toronto. I think we've known that for a long time, but it's not coming to Toronto. It's not happening. Like, the Bills are stable now. The NFL's not going to mess with that market. I think this is the NFL saying, go take claim to all of Southern Ontario.
Yeah, expand, yeah.
So I get it if you're the Bills. Why not? It's a massive market. The NFL's massive up here. But MLSE owns the Argos, and they're trying to work this as some sort of like combo deal between the Bills and the Argos. How is that going to possibly work?
How do the Argos guys feel?
Well, exactly. Like I read that they're going to sell apparel with like the Bills and Argos on it. Who wants that? If you're a Bills fan, why do you want the Argos on your shirt? Or vice versa. If you're the Argos fan, you probably hate the NFL. A lot of like the core Argos and CFL fans, they hate what the NFL represents.
There is a huge separation, but is there a way to marry the two? Is there a way is there any way there could be a pipeline?
If the Bills invest in them.
That's what I mean.
That would be the win.
That's what I'm saying. Like the win is
you got to come up and invest in the Argos somehow.
The Bills are investing. But, hey, we're going to send some. We're going to have a pipeline. We're going to have players back and forth. We're going to do
but it doesn't work like that. Like there's no minor league system.
Well, it's not.
That's the problem.
They're different sports. Really, you've got 3 downs, 4 downs, all of that. You
got to get my Partsy on the call. He knows. He's a CFL insider.
Yeah, well, Luke is, he's not taking this lightly from a CFL standpoint, like an Argos standpoint.
Well, for sure.
Because MLSE owns the Argos, and they got their eyes on the other football team that, quite frankly, is much more popular in this market than the Argos. Like, that's just a fact.
Yeah.
Like, the Argos have a great history here. There is a core audience that still loves the Argos.
Yes.
This became an NFL market at some point in my lifetime. I don't know when it flipped, but at some point in the last 40 years, it became predominantly NFL-driven, and it's bigger than ever, the NFL up here. And the Bills are they're the biggest team in town. Now, they don't have a monopoly over it. A lot of Packer fans, Steeler fans, Cowboy fans.
Right.
Bills are trying to get in here and own the market. I don't think they're going to be successful in that. But again, I get it from the Bills' standpoint. Anything you can do to get in here to say, we're still in Buffalo, so we're not leaving Buffalo, but we want a piece of Toronto's money or Toronto's marketing. I get it. What is in it for a Toronto fan? What is in it if you're like as a Packer fan? What do I care about the Bills and the Argos working together?
What was the knock?
Everybody signs a deal. It's like this is good for me and that's good for you. It's like what's the good for Toronto here?
Yes, exactly. Like again, they're like, well, we're gonna have youth camps and stuff. Okay, couldn't you use the Argos to do that? Yeah. Like, is Josh Allen coming up? Yeah, okay, that'd be kind of cool, but.
What was the knock in this market when the Bills played some games here?
No tailgating. People didn't show up. They were bad games.
But it was also a lot of complaining
When
from
the
Western
ticket
New
prices
York.
through the roof.
They
too?
were. It was a gouging. It was a pathetic
Disingenuous.
operation.
That's
it was
what
a
it was.
it was a pathetic way to market to people. It was a complete money grab. That people up here are starved for it, and they're just going to pay it, and they're going to give us our money.
Right.
And then Toronto took the bad hit, like, well, not an NFL town, because the Bills stunk, and the Bills didn't play their part. I guess where I'm going with this is, like, the Bills, they didn't even send up, I don't think their CEO, Pagula, wasn't up here. It's like, if Toronto's such a big market for you, then come on up and express it. But when they came up here 15 years ago, all of them complained. Everyone in Buffalo complained. Well, you're losing games and all that kind of stuff. And now Buffalo wants to come up and take advantage of Toronto or try to get in on the market. And I'm like, why? Like, what? Again, MLSE clearly has some intention of they're making money here somehow. They see something that's going to work. They're going to have I think, watch parties down at Real Sports. That's not going to fly. Like, if you're a true football fan, you want to go, if you're going to a bar, you're going to your own bar. You're going to a gritty bar in your neighborhood, or you're watching it from home. That's going to be, it's corporate. They own it. They're trying to push it. I don't know. I was reading about it today, and I saw Flutie down there, and T-Mac and Vince, and I'm like,
I want to see the.
I
bigger
want
picture.
to know what the bigger picture is for Toronto.
Like,
I get it from Buffalo.
I'm going to reserve.
We're a big market with big money. I get why they want to come up here, but
yeah, I want to reserve judgment until I know what's going the other way. Like you said, we know, for us as Toronto fans, like what we would be potentially giving. What's going the other way?
Right.
What is Buffalo bringing?
like if it's hey, we're playing a home game up in Toronto
T-Mac,
every year.
oh my God.
Yeah, there's T-Mac. Couldn't wait to get out of here. Couldn't wait.
So there's a prime
he
example.
was way into that commercial too with Grady Dick.
Oh yeah, he's on there all the time.
Loving.
T-Mac's
but then-
Mr. Toronto
So
now.
is there everybody like you are the voice for Toronto sports, but let's be careful here. You don't love the McGrady thing. Are there people that have moved on from that?
Yeah,
and said,
listen,
"Fine."
I'm not losing sleep over it. He's
Right.
he's a businessman. He was a great player.
Right.
Whatever. Like he's
Right.
a part owner of the Bill. That's why he's up here. He's got an affiliation with MLSE, clearly.
Right.
MLSE is not going to say you can't be a part of this. Like that's probably why it's happening, because those two guys are a part of it. Josie Altidore is another one.
Right.
Doug Flutie's there, clearly representing both teams. It's a great connection. But again, if there was an announcement like the Bills are going to play up here one home game a year at BMO Field, okay, there you go. That's great for the market.
That is
Bills are
great.
coming up.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. But what is it? You're getting hats and T-shirts and watch parties, and what else is coming? Like, what is the
You're right.
purpose of this
What-
if you're a Toronto NFL fan?
What are we getting out of it up here?
I don't know.
And you also can't, hemorrhage the fan base for the Argos. Like that's the thing. The Argos they're the number one football team here, right? Like the
Well, they're the
CFL.
only team here,
Exactly.
absolutely.
So you don't.
But they're
wanna
owned
be
by
stepping on their
MLSE.
toes.
MLSE stepping on their toes. Possibly. Like they're trying to include them, and again, the apparel, they can have both teams. And
Well, there's a
Could be a
bigger
pipeline and
There's
all
a
that.
bigger play here.
I'm sure there is.
Bigger play.
I'm sure there is.